Well, you know what, Kent? Now's the time. Here we are. Gridiron bowl picks. We're right here. We're going to shoot all these bowl picks this year, right here from Wilson Toyota, 2212 South Duff Avenue. I'm telling you, man, there's some bowl games in here that's going to just be absolutely exciting. So instead of sitting here listening to me, let's just get right to it.
Okay, let's go ahead. Game 1. It's the New Mexico Bowl, and it's important to kick off the bowl season with a good game. And this is between Temple, the Temple Owls, and Wyoming. And we may have some differences of opinion here, but I'm going to go into why I'm going to pick Wyoming. First of all, they have a freshman quarterback who's second team all-freshman in the U.S. He's got a passing efficiency of 61%. He's thrown 18 touchdown passes with only 8 interceptions. So my pick for the first game, plus Wyoming's had a lot of Texas kids. I don't know if that's the cowboy image or what, but they've got a lot of Texas kids, and I like the Texas athletes. So I'm going to pick, for game 1, to get it started out, I'm going to pick Wyoming.
Well, here's the deal, man. If it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, buddy, it's a duck. Bottom line is this. You can get here, you can give us all these stats and all that kind of stuff. The line is this. Let me tell you why I'm taking Temple. You got 4 losses. That's all. They're 8-4, 4 losses. One of those losses is to Penn State, only by 4. This team has never been blown out. They've been out there. I'm not calling upset. I'm calling this. Temple wins this game. Don't worry about it, buddy. We're going to do a lot of that this week.
Okay.
Temple.
Good.
Next, my friend.
Well, okay, let's go on to the next bowl game. It's the Potato Bowl at Boise. And you don't have to be a Smurf to play in that field, but it might help. And this is between Ohio of the MAC and Utah State of the WAC conference. Now, the tie-in for me on this game made it a little bit easier to pick because Ohio is coached by ex-Nebraska coach Frank Solich, but it's also the associate head coach of that team is Jimmy Burrow, who was in Ames for 8 years, I think, if I remember correctly. And a lot of people here in Ames know Jimmy, know his sons, things like that. So and actually their offensive coordinator was Gary Yadowski, who was the quarterback for the Cornhuskers in 1989. So there's got a lot of flair for Nebraska and locally for us too. So I'm going to pick Ohio in the Boise, Idaho Potato Bowl.
Well, that's good. I'm going to pick Ohio too, because I'll tell you this, anytime you can get a green suit on a blue field, it's going to be exciting. You're right, I'm taking Ohio. I'm taking Ohio not because of that, because they're being coached by Coach Frank Solich. That's right. Listen, you talk about a great coach. This guy goes 9-3 at the Huskers, and they get rid of him. I know some things sometimes happen, but you're right. I'm taking Ohio with you. I'm taking him because I know that Solich is a great coach. And again, we're playing green costumes on a blue field.
Good thing I'm colorblind. That's all I can say.
Move along,
Game 3, the New Orleans Bowl. Guess what? It's in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Wow.
And
did they get all the water out of there?
Yeah,
don't worry about that. Didn't mean it that way.
San Diego State is playing Louisiana Lafayette. And I'm going to go with the Aztecs from San Diego State. They are a good team. They're going to the Big East. Now, geographically, I'm real confused on this. San Diego, California is going to be in the Big East next year, conference-wise. Some strange going on in this conference world. But I'm going to pick San Diego.
You're taking San Diego State? You kidding me? I'm going to tell you what this is. This is my goofy call of the week. That's right. This call right here is what I'm calling goofy. My goofy call of the week, you got it. I'm taking Louisiana Lafayette. Let me tell you why.
Goofy.
Anytime you can play close to home, you're going to be a winner. These guys are going to be in their home field. It's going to be like a home game. It's going to be loud, and they're playing in the dome. You got it, buddy. Goofy pick of the week. I'm taking Louisiana Lafayette. And when they win, everybody call me. That's right. It's a lock. This is the
Not
lock
a
that you're
bad
going to
pick.
get.
I don't think that's
Louisiana, baby. Goofy pick of the week. Let's roll on.
The hat is goofy. I'm not sure the pick is. Okay, we go to the St. Petersburg Bowl. Beef O'Brady Bowl. Now, I figure if anybody would know anything about Beef O'Brady, it'd be you. But anyway, I'll go ahead. Florida International, and the tie-in here for me, they played Marshall, by the way. Florida International, is head coach is Mario Cristobal, and he coached with Rutgers coach Schiano previously. They've got a Florida background, same as Rutgers has a Florida background, which we'll talk about when Iowa State comes up. But I'm going to pick Florida International on that. Tron, it's all yours. Buddy.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I'm taking Florida International also, because I'm going to tell you something. One thing, we are Marshall, but not this week. That's right. Yeah. Marshall won't win this game. They haven't really had a good season. It's kind of even, Stephen. They do have a pretty young team, so we'll see here. I'm taking Florida International with you.
That's great.
Move on.
We agree. The Poinsettia Bowl is in San Diego. We have the matchup of TCU and Louisiana Tech. Now, Terry Bradshaw, I know, would pick Louisiana Tech because he's a grad of Louisiana Tech. Tech's got great athletes. They don't have as good athletes or as good a team as TCU, which next year will be in the Big 12. So I'm getting primed up. I'm picking TCU to win the Poinsettia Bowl over Louisiana Tech.
You got that right. I'm making it short and sweet for you. Welcome to the Big 12, TCU.
Amen.
We're taking TCU. Listen, this team's an all-out ball club. I remember when they had LaDainian Thomason.
Yep.
They have a tendency to have just great athletes at their school. I'm taking TCU. It's going to be a good game, and I'm telling you, any team that can come to the Big 12 is a better team than any other team playing out there. And I'm including the SEC.
Amen. All right, we go to the Mako Las Vegas Bowl. Likewise, hard to believe these names. That's also in Las Vegas, Nevada. So we have Arizona State at 6-6, kind of limping into that game against Boise State at 11-1. Obviously, my pick probably will go against my second favorite team, which is Arizona State. And they're going through a coaching change. They're going through a climate change when they go to Las Vegas. It could be cold there. And these Arizona State kids, they're kind of wimpy. So I'm going to take it, Boise State in that, because Boise only lost to TCU.
You shocked me in that one. I thought you were taking Arizona State. I'm going to tell you what this is. This game right here for me, this is the pounding of the week. You got it, buddy. Listen, we're taking number 7 Boise State. They're going to go to Arizona. Listen, only thing Arizona got going for them in this game is the fact that it's warm where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Boise State, they won't have an answer for Keller. Listen, this kid will throw all over the field. It'll be an embarrassment. I'm surprised that Arizona State even wants to play this game. Listen, pounding of the week right here, Boise State over Arizona State. Down go the nice climate.
I'd like to disagree with you on that, but I think you're right on. Goofy pick and pounding of the week.
You got it, buddy.
Okay.
One last game. Where are we going?
Sheraton Hawaii Bowl. And guess what? That is in Hawaii. That is Nevada, not Nevada, Nevada, and that is southern Mississippi. And southern Mississippi always has the opportunity to play a bunch of really good schools. And this year they came out with an 11-2 record. They're from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and it's a small town setting, and they've got great athletes. They have unbelievable athletes. Once again, this was if Nevada still had the quarterback that they had last year that's now in the NFL, it'd be a hard pick. But this is going to be an easy pick for me. Hopefully it comes true that Southern Miss will win this game.
I can fit this game with my Stevie Wonder glasses on. You don't take a rocket scientist to figure out about this game. SMU, you got it. But listen, Southern Miss, why did they even put this game together? You know, this is going to be a terrible game. When you pick bowls, you could have picked the Brenner Bowl and this one. This one won't even be exciting. Listen, you want to see a lot of points put on the board, you make sure you watch this game. The thing that's really neat about this, I want to see how many people are going to be there in hula skirts. I wish we were going to Hawaii. That would have been a good bowl for Iowa State, but we didn't get picked for that. Listen, I'm taking Southern. You got it right, buddy. Listen, why is this game even on our schedule? I'm surprised you can put this on there. Southern Mississippi, are you kidding me? Playing Nevada? You might as well play Nevada. It's the same kind of talent when they're playing this team. This game won't even be close. They're going to run away with this game, like I said. If you want to see a lot of points, watch it right there. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, so we got a lot of points, goofy pick, and the pounding of the week. You're making progress here.
Making progress. You better believe I'm making progress. For all you guys want to get out there, I got a guy earlier came in, picked up a TV last week by the name of Mike Alley. He said, listen, $300 is on the line here. $300 for winning the bowl picks this week. He says, hey, I already got the money spent. This guy's pretty savvy, so you better make sure you're on. Listen, make sure you're logging on. www.amestrib.com, www.wilsonofames.com, and for all you Cyclone fanatics, CycloneFanatics.com. And listen, if you want to come down and talk bowls, come right down here, Wilson Toyota, 2212 South Dove Avenue. Stop down. Listen, you can't beat me, but you can probably beat him. So stop down and ask for Ken.
That's pretty cool,
that's pretty cool, but that's all right. I still love you like a play cut. Listen, for bowl picks, gridiron picks this week, that's a cut.